guys, it's about that time.
I'm Dylan Hoffman, and this is Battery Park. You're not going to get views like this anywhere else in the city, I can tell you that.
And here we're looking out to Billionaires Row. Hey, it's Amanda Brecker with Cooper & Cooper Real Estate.
We're here with internationally renowned composer and musician Randy Brecker.
It's Michael Shapot with Compass.
We are standing here in a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom.
I'm Alessia Andrade, your host for the American Dream New York.
She's really going to show us the heart of New York City.
Join me as I explore the most magical city in the world.
We're really going to show the entire city.
There's a lot more we want to show you.
Brooklyn, downtown, uptown, east side, west side, Harlem, Queens.
Welcome to the American Dream, New York. Chelsea is one of the most eclectic neighborhoods in New York City. Throughout its history, Chelsea's been through many changes, but one thing that remains the same is its charm and its name, as it is the oldest neighborhood in New York State.
American Dream, how are you? This is Varvara
and Steve Dawson from Compass.
and today we are here in one of the most iconic neighborhoods in Manhattan, NoHo. And we're going to show you around from some of the older buildings to the newer developments to some of the top restaurants and really give you a feel for what this neighborhood is about.
So come along and take a look. In the 1700s, the neighborhood was a resort destination for city dwellers who lived to the south in what is now the financial district. But by the 1800s, the Astor family had bought all of the land and developed it into an upscale residential neighborhood where the likes of Charles Dickens and all of New York's influential families lived for a time.
By the end of the 19th century, manufacturing had moved in and many of the wealthy had moved uptown. Unfortunately, many of the mansions that they had built were destroyed, and many of the buildings you see around me right now were erected. Thankfully, they've been preserved today.
By the mid-20th century, artists started to move into buildings like those behind me, and the neighborhood, which was then known as the Warehouse District, got its current name, NoHo, which stands for North of Houston.
Over the last 2 decades, NoHo has become one of the most exclusive and desirable neighborhoods to live in Manhattan. We have seen some of the top developers, such as Ian Schrager, and some of the top architects, such as BKSK and Seldorf, develop beautiful buildings in this area. However, something that they did is they really maintained the integrity and structure of the neighborhood without ruining it.
NoHo has attracted some of New York City's top restaurants with its cobblestone streets and historic architecture. Favorite spots like Lafayette, Atla, and Il Buco are in the neighborhood. But now that we've shown you a lot around the neighborhood, let's take you around the corner to one of our newest listings at 1 Great Jones Alley. Welcome to 1 Great Jones Alley, a collection of 16 luxury residences with its own private alley entrance. Let me take you inside and show you around.
So welcome to apartment 7B at 1 Great Jones. We are standing here in a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom that spans nearly 2,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor living. As you can see, this apartment was impeccably designed with big attention to detail, and a lot of that was thanks to top 100 designer Evan LaBelle, who did all of the furniture. One of the main features of this apartment is the open kitchen. It was custom designed by BKSK Architecture, and as you can tell, no detail is overlooked. So the master wing encompasses the southern portion of the apartment. As you can see, the bedroom overlooks the private alley that you guys saw with Steve when you first came in. And what's nice is it has 10-foot ceilings to let in a lot of light. The spa-like master bathroom features quartzine walls, a double vanity, full-height steam rain shower, and a Japanese soaking tub with teak accent walls. One of the cooler features of this apartment is your own private terrace overlooking the private courtyard. Let's go outside. Thanks again for joining Steve and I today for a tour of One Great Jones and the NoHo neighborhood. This apartment is currently on the market for $4.6 million. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day.
Hi, it's Michael Shapot with Compass. I am standing on 79th Street between West End Avenue and Riverside Drive. I am thrilled to be showing you today my newest Upper West Side listing, 310 West 79th Street. Let's have a look.
So I'm now being joined by my beautiful wife, Shay. Thank you for joining us. Shay, would you tell everybody what you fell in love with about this apartment and what you'll miss most about it?
What I fell in love with was the way the apartment rambles, and it felt more like a house, not an apartment. What I'm going to miss is not having to take the elevator, because there's something wonderful about walking in the building and walking right in the apartment.
What advice would you offer other empty nesters who are thinking about going through this process?
You have to go through the kids' art projects and the papers and the photographs and the albums and get rid of the things you don't really need. It's hard to say goodbye to the home where you raised your kids, but it's exciting to start a new chapter.
I'm ready.
Me too.
I am so lucky to be joined today by Rudy Solis, who is the superintendent of our building 310 West 79th Street. Rudy, welcome to the American Dream. How long have you been at 310 West 79th Street?
22 years.
Yikes. Thank you for all you do.
You're welcome.
Would you tell our viewers what exactly it is that you do?
Yes, a day-to-day job in the building is maintain the building clean, take care of the packages, make sure that everybody get the packages at the end of the day. Be available to the residents whenever they need something, whether it's an issue, whatever issue could be in the apartment, whether it's electrical, plumbing, or day-to-day job. That's what it is, yes.
Well, thank you for all you do, including fixing smoke detectors, plumbing, minor repairs, and supervising the major repairs.
You're very welcome. Thank
you. We are so lucky to be here today with Amanda Wiss with Urban Clarity, who is an organizer and stager extraordinaire. Welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Michael.
So Amanda, talk to us for a minute about what's involved specifically with empty nesters preparing their homes for sale.
Absolutely. Empty nesters need to really look at their homes through the eyes of a buyer and be a little bit more ruthless than they might be about their space.
what's the easiest place to get started? What's the first thing somebody should do?
Jump into decluttering and really clear at least the first pass of things. Empty closets, pull stuff out, get rid of furniture that might be broken or stained, and just really do a very thorough clear out. That's the best place to dig in.
What are you going to take with you, and everything else, release it?
Let go of things that don't support you and take things into your next phase that are part of the journey.
So thank you for joining me. I've so enjoyed giving you a taste of what my home has been for the past 17 years and the neighborhood that I love. I also hope that when your next chapter calls your name, you'll think of me and call my name, Michael Shapot with Compass. And I will see you on the next episode of American Dream. Bye now.
There are many attractions in this area, but you cannot say you visited Chelsea without actually walking the High Line.
Hey, it's Amanda Brecker with Cooper & Cooper Real Estate, and we are at the Sheffield. This particular apartment, we're on the 35th floor, and what I love about it is the view. So the view is spectacular as is, but you can imagine what it looks like in full bloom. Right now it's winter, so the leaves are bare, but there's a lot to look forward to with every season with this view. And here we're looking out to Billionaire's Row. We have 220 Central Park South, we have 157, we have Central Park Towers. These are all mega buildings, just amazing architecture, and it's really changed the New York skyline. So when we came into the apartment, you probably noticed we passed the kitchen. So I will start with the floors that we're standing on. This is Nordic ash hardwood floors. Really beautiful. We have marble countertops. This is an open concept kitchen, so it's nice that everyone is in the same room. You have the living room, the dining area, and the kitchen here. We have Italian custom cabinetry, and we have high-end appliances. A Sub-Zero fridge, the ton storage, Bosch stove, and a dishwasher here that's hidden.
Always a hot topic are new developments in New York City. How do we get a deal, an offer accepted between a purchaser and a developer? The big idea is checking your ego at the door. Developers want a big number so they can show future buyers or past buyers in the building. Purchasers, of course, want the lowest number possible. We can accomplish both goals through concessions. So even though the purchaser may be paying a higher purchase price, they really need to concentrate on the net number they're paying. The gross number, less concessions, such as mansion tax, transfer taxes, sponsors' attorney's fees. So in one way, the sponsor's happy because they get a big number, even though they're paying concessions. On the flip side, the buyer's happy, even though they're paying a higher number they like, the net number is where they want it to be.
Hi, I'm here with James Heggie, Sales Director of Cooper & Cooper. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
So we are on Broadway and we are in front of the Iridium. I myself am a New Yorker, born and raised. I come from a musical family. I myself have records. My mother and father are both multi-Grammy Award-winning artists. My mother being Eliane Elias, pianist, composer, and my father, Randy Brecker, trumpeter and composer. And today we're actually going to speak with my father, Randy Brecker. He's performing here tonight, and we're just gonna have a chat and interview him about a few things. So let's go inside. All right.
internationally renowned composer and musician Randy Breck. Randy, thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure, of course.
Randy has 19 Grammy nominations, one of which coming up next week, so congratulations on that.
Well, thank you. We're hoping for the best.
Safe to say we are sitting with a jazz legend, a jazz god. Is that fair to say?
As I said, some people think so. I'm just trying to learn the trumpet.
Randy, for 4 decades, has had an esteemed solo career as well as his own jazz bands, and you're playing here at the Iridium tonight.
That's true. We're playing, tonight's the last night. We played last night to a packed house, and it was a lot of fun. We played for a couple hours, actually.
What is it about New York, and what makes it so special when it comes to the jazz culture?
Well, just so much history is here, and there are far more clubs, basically. While most cities have 1 or 2, if they have any, New York has, boy, I've never counted, maybe around 20.
And your beautiful daughter, Amanda, is a very accomplished singer as well, falling into the gifted gene pool there. How does that feel to have, you guys have collaborated on many occasions. Yeah. How does that feel to have your daughter up on stage with you?
Well, it was a big thrill. I remember playing on her first record, and she's just a natural pro. Everyone's thrilled to work with her, and she has had quite a career, and she's still playing around town and has a following, so I'm very proud of her.
This is what New York is all about, the history, the culture, the personalities. It doesn't get better than this.
It really doesn't. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. This was great.
Welcome back to the American Dream. I'm Dylan Hoffman, and this is Battery Park. We're standing on the terrace, about 1,000 square foot terrace of my new listing at 70 Little West Street, Penthouse A. This masterpiece is about 3,500 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3.5 baths, and this beautiful outdoor terrace. We have southern views here, northern views there. This 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,500 square foot penthouse will be available for rent in about a month for about $30,000 a month. I'm going to show you around the property, then I'm going to show you around all of Battery Park and show you how great Battery Park is. I also got a little treat for you. I got a special guest, a member of my team who sells more property in Battery Park than any other broker. You'll meet him a little bit later. See you soon. Welcome to Penthouse 2A. Look at these views. That's One World Trade Center up there. These beautiful built-ins, nice bench. You can have your breakfast there and check out the historic view. So the history of Battery Park, what's it all about? So this is actually one of the newest sections of Manhattan. It was built about 50 years ago. What happened was when they built the World Trade Centers, the original ones, they had all this land. They had all this land from digging out 2 huge buildings. They didn't know where to deposit it, so they deposited it here, just off the West Side Highway, on the west side of New York City, Manhattan. And they created this, Battery Park City. All right, this is my friend, my team member, Andrew Klima. Andrew, say hi.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to American Dream. Andrew's been on my team for what, about 5 years now?
Feels longer.
Anyway, he does more transactions in Battery Park than pretty much any broker out there, I'd have to say.
Hey,
you've lived down here, you've owned down here, you sell down here, you rent down here. He's gonna walk us through everything that Battery Park has to offer. We're on land that's leased back to the city,
That's
right?
Yes.
All right, cool. So all these buildings here are built on, well, I guess land that's owned by Manhattan.
Yeah, so it's a lease with New York City.
Yeah, exactly. And that sounds like a pretty good landlord.
Well, as things go, Dylan, it's a safe option for a land lease because it's not a private person.
Right. And now what's down here? You got a mall, right?
Dylan, you have everything. There's a mall, there are religious institutions, there are museums, there are excellent schools.
Schools?
There's places to work, live. It's all right here.
Yeah, it is. And you're not going to get views like this anywhere else in the city, I can tell you that.
No.
Well, this is pretty appropriate for January.
Yeah, it's just one of the many cool things that Brookfield does within Battery Park City.
Whoa, wait. What's Brookfield?
It's kind of this whole complex that we're surrounded by. It's a mall, it's a restaurant area, and it's right within the middle of Battery Park City. It kind of divides the south half and the north half of Battery Park City.
So there's two halves of Battery Park City?
Yeah. The very first buildings that actually went up were part of the rental complex gateway right here in the south end of Battery Park City.
That's kind of like where we just walked through, right?
Absolutely.
So that's like the older section of Battery Park City.
Sure.
Would you say this is like the newer section?
Well, some of the buildings in the northern half are definitely newer than the southern half.
All right, we're inside Brookfield now, the mall, right?
Yes.
How old is this mall?
It's just been a couple years now.
Wow. So would you say this is like the newest tenant of Battery Park?
Yeah, I think this area is, for sure.
Right, yeah, definitely. So thanks so much for coming by, American Dream, man. It was awesome. We learned so much about Battery Park, about the history, about, you know, why is it so great to invest here, and thanks for coming by.
Hey, appreciate that.
So if you need anything Battery Park related or Manhattan related, feel free to reach out to us. Hashtag climatechange.com.
Climate change.
Yeah, baby. See you next time, American Dream.
So Dylan Hoffman,
Yes,
office.
yes. How are you, sir?
Very good. It's good to be here.
I've known you a long time.
This is my old neck of the woods as well.
I know,
And we worked together for a long time. And you've been through the ups and downs of the market.
Yeah, man.
What do you love about real estate?
What do I love about Manhattan real estate? It's got to be the people. It's got to be my clients, giving them honest, sound advice. And that's how I think you base your business, right? I mean, that's how all good people who are successful in business do.
And that's how we weather the storm.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Of course, man. Yeah, it's good to see you again.
Take care.
You're watching American Dream TV, bringing you the best of luxury real estate from the best city in the world. I'm your host, Alessia. Thank you for watching.